YouTube, today I got a great video for you guys. This is gonna be about AdsLibrary.ai. This is a really good spy tool to really get into the niche types of ads and learn what's working, what's not, seeing what's out there and learning from it. It's really good as a beginner, but even if you're experienced, to see what's going on and what's out there ad wise and getting into the specifics. As you can see, they have a lot of different types of filters that you can put on here to see different types of ads and really get specific with it. I do have an affiliate code with them. It's going to be on the screen and then in the description down below. Mayimbe, you can use my code when you get your membership with them. But this spy tool, what differs it from other spy tools is that it's really more honed in on the ad side. So in terms of creative, so everybody knows in e-com, creatives are one of the biggest parts of getting conversions and building a store. Creatives is the real anchor point in e-com, and this spy tool is something that you can use to learn about ads, which is something I really encourage people when they're starting out or they can't get sales on e-com, is learn creatives. People need to know, like, people think, you just start being able to make winning creatives like out the jump or just, just from whatever. Like, you got to get experience. It's just like anything else. Learning what a winning creative is, what it looks like, what the hook is, how it's engaging, if it's engaging to you, or if you see engaging tendencies within the ads, obviously you learn from that, and that makes you better at creating your own creatives and knowing how to make them, if you have a team and whatnot. So this is the discovery page on here. I want to show you guys some of the stuff it has on here. So obviously you have the platform. They have more platforms on here than I've seen on other spy tools. Usually it's just Facebook and TikTok, but they have even YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then Instagram as well. So if we look at, let's say, YouTube, for example, and then they got a bunch of filters, so we can do, e-com. Oh, there's none for YouTube on there. Okay, let's do Facebook, e-com, video, obviously, status. Obviously, we want to look at still running stuff that's actively working. You can do 100K. It's gonna be more saturated, but just as an example, spend. They have a bunch of call to actions. I mean, a bunch that some I've never even seen before, but it's different languages and all types of variety on here. But if you do like buy it now, obviously, so that one's not there, but we can go, obviously, so all these different filters, and you can look through. So they have a bunch. These are all like different, these are obviously different countries and whatnot. So you can obviously change that, but you can see what's working. So if they, under these filters right now, I mean, I put 100,000 impressions. This is 10,000 to 100,000 in spend. So you see what ads are working. And this is, like I said, this is a great thing, I think, for people to be able to compare ads, see what actually works, what creatives work. Now, some of them, I would, think like with these, when you have like these girls in bikinis and stuff, there's ads like that get a lot of impressions, and they're not, they don't convert because it's usually like, more so about pervs, just like pressing the video and stuff. So that might not work, but stuff like this, you can press, look at the ad. This was I believe on Meta. Yeah, it was Meta. This is 18 to 24. Can't see the audience right there, but 240,000 impressions in 582 days. So that's something you can, definitely change on the filters, that duration, because that's a lot of impressions, but not, in that time span is not as much. And then you can see all the information. They spent 23,000 on that, and you can see the ad here. So it's like some cool lamp that hits the wall or the ceiling and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. So you can see ads that work. Also, it has an ads tracker on here, so you can track ads from particular advertisers, which is also very helpful, especially if you want to do, check out competition. But this is, for example, I think I added it or it was there already. McCorner's Home Decor. They're selling stuff on here. You'd be able, obviously, like I said, going through the analytics. This is the whole thing with Spy Tools, is that you just get all the data up front. It's a ton of data overload, but that's what's really good and what you need in e-commerce, to know what's working, what's not, and what people who are, if they are making money, some businesses that are making money, what are their margins really? Because we seen the other one that was, that much impressions, but it was in a long period of time, but they also spent a lot on it. So you can dig in deeper to really get what's the truth here, what's actually working, what's not. And obviously, like I said earlier, I think the most important part about this spy tool is that you can see what ads are working and what ads are not, and learning from them to be able to make your own creatives. Because like I said, creatives is going to be at least 50% of the equation when it comes to e-commerce. It's a huge part of e-commerce. If you learn creatives, you gotta have a really bad product, bad offer to not be able to get sales. So I would really recommend this spy tool to you guys. Remember, I got my code be on the screen and in the description. Use code Mayimbe when you get your membership. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video.